Am I the only one that didn't know how to handle criticism? Criticism, it can feel like a slap in the face, a punch to the gut. It can leave us reeling, questioning our worth, our abilities, our very existence. We've all been there. That moment when someone's words pierce through our carefully constructed defenses, leaving us raw and exposed. In today's fast-paced world, criticism seems to be everywhere. From social media comments to performance reviews, we are constantly bombarded with feedback, both positive and negative. It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of opinions, to let the words of others dictate our emotions and sense of self. But what if there was a different way? What if we could transform the sting of criticism into an opportunity for growth? What if we could face criticism with a sense of calm and clarity, rather than fear and defensiveness? Imagine the freedom that comes with not being swayed by every negative comment. This is where the ancient wisdom of Zen Buddhism offers a path forward. Zen teaches us to embrace the present moment and to see things as they truly are. Zen teaches us that true peace and happiness come from within. It's not about avoiding criticism, but about changing our relationship with it. It's about learning to quiet the chatter of the mind, to find stillness amidst the chaos of life. By doing so, we can hear our inner voice more clearly. By cultivating mindfulness and self-awareness, we can develop the inner strength and resilience to navigate the challenges of criticism with grace and equanimity. This journey towards inner peace is not easy, but it is profoundly rewarding. Imagine a still pond, its surface smooth and undisturbed, reflecting the sky above like a mirror. When a pebble is thrown in, it creates ripples that spread outward, disturbing the tranquility and sending waves across the surface. Our minds are often like this pond, easily agitated by external events, thoughts, and emotions that disrupt our inner peace. Criticism, like that pebble, can create waves of negative emotions, anger, sadness, fear, that ripple through our consciousness. Zen practice helps us train our minds to remain calm and centered, even in the face of adversity, by fostering a deep sense of inner tranquility. It's about recognizing those ripples of emotion without letting them consume us, allowing us to observe them from a place of detachment. Just as the pond eventually returns to stillness, so too can our minds find peace, returning to a state of calm after being disturbed. This doesn't mean suppressing our emotions or pretending that criticism doesn't bother us. It means facing them with honesty and courage. It's about acknowledging our feelings without judgment, observing them with a sense of curiosity rather than attachment, and understanding their transient nature. By learning to detach from our emotional reactions, we can create space for a more measured and skillful response, one that is thoughtful and deliberate. We can begin to see criticism not as a personal attack, but as an opportunity for growth and self-reflection, a chance to learn and evolve. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It's about becoming aware of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations as they arise, without getting swept away by them. In the context of criticism, mindfulness allows us to observe our reactions without immediately reacting. It's about pausing, taking a breath, and creating space between the stimulus, the criticism, and our response. This pause is crucial. It allows us to step back from the immediacy of our emotions and access a place of greater clarity and wisdom. From this place of stillness, we can choose how we want to respond, rather than reacting impulsively. Mindfulness is not something that happens overnight. It's a skill that requires practice and cultivation. Like a muscle that grows stronger with use, our capacity for mindfulness expands the more we engage with it. One of the simplest yet most powerful tools for cultivating mindfulness is the breath. Our breath is always with us, a constant reminder of the present moment. When we feel overwhelmed by criticism, our breath can serve as an anchor, grounding us in the here and now. By focusing on the sensation of each inhale and exhale, we can calm the nervous system and create a sense of inner peace. Try this simple breathing exercise. Find a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Bring your attention to your breath, noticing the rise and fall of your abdomen as you inhale and exhale. Don't try to change your breath, simply observe it. As you focus on your breath, you may notice thoughts arising. Acknowledge them without judgment and gently guide your attention back to the breath. Continue for a few minutes, or longer if you like. Gap 3S. Let's take a mindful pause together. This is a brief exercise to help you center yourself and engage more deeply with the content. Find a comfortable position whether you're sitting or standing. Close your eyes if it feels right. Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Let's do that again. A deep breath in and slowly exhale. Now bring your attention to the sounds around you. Notice the subtle noises you might usually ignore, the hum of a distant appliance, the rustle of leaves outside, or even the sound of your own breath. For the next few moments, simply listen. Allow these sounds to anchor you in the present moment. Pause for 10 seconds. When you're ready, gently bring your awareness back to the video. Remember, this mindful pause is always available to you anytime you need a break or a moment of calm. Gap 3S. Now let's continue our journey into observing without judgment. Section 5. Detachment, observing without judgment. Detachment, in the Buddhist sense, doesn't mean becoming cold or indifferent. It's about learning to observe our experiences without getting caught up in our judgments and interpretations. When we receive criticism, it's easy to get hooked by our own internal dialogue. We might start replaying the situation in our heads, analyzing every word and inflection, fueling our own anger or self-doubt. Detachment allows us to step back from this mental chatter and observe our thoughts and feelings with a sense of objectivity. It's about recognizing that our thoughts are not facts, but simply mental events passing through our awareness. By practicing detachment, we can loosen the grip of our emotional reactions and create space for a more balanced perspective. We can begin to see the criticism not as an absolute truth but as one person's opinion, shaped by their own experiences and biases. Section 6. Cultivating compassion for yourself and others. Compassion is the key to transforming our relationship with criticism. When we can approach ourselves and others with kindness and understanding, we create a space for healing and growth. Start by cultivating self-compassion. Recognize that everyone makes mistakes, and that receiving criticism doesn't diminish your worth as a human being. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a close friend. Extend this compassion outward to the person offering the criticism. Remember that their words are likely coming from a place of their own pain or insecurity. Even if you disagree with their delivery, try to see the humanity behind the words. Section 7. Practical steps for handling criticism with grace. 1. Pause and breathe. When you receive criticism, take a moment to pause and collect yourself. This initial pause helps you to avoid reacting impulsively and gives you a chance to approach the situation with a clear mind. Take a few deep breaths, focusing on the sensation of each inhale and exhale. This simple act can help calm your nerves and center your thoughts. 2. Listen mindfully. Resist the urge to interrupt or defend yourself immediately. It can be tempting to jump in and explain your side, but it's crucial to hear the other person out first. Instead, try to truly listen to what the other person is saying. This means giving them your full attention and not just waiting for your turn to speak. Pay attention to their words, tone of voice, and body language. These nonverbal cues can provide additional context to their feedback. 3. Acknowledge and clarify. Once the person has finished speaking, acknowledge their feedback even if you don't agree with it. This shows that you respect their perspective and are open to constructive dialogue. You can say something like, "Thank you for sharing your thoughts," or "I hear that you're concerned about." This helps to validate their feelings and opens the door for further discussion. If anything is unclear, ask for clarification. This ensures that you fully understand their point of view and can respond appropriately. 4. Reflect and respond. After the conversation, take some time to reflect on what was said. This reflection period allows you to process the feedback without the pressure of an immediate response. Consider whether there is any truth to the criticism. Be honest with yourself and evaluate if the feedback can help you improve. If so, how can you use it as an opportunity for growth? Think about actionable steps you can take to address the criticism constructively. If not, let it go with compassion. Understand that not all criticism is valid or useful, and it's okay to dismiss it without holding on to negative emotions. 5. Set boundaries. It's important to remember that you don't have to accept all criticism. Some feedback may be more about the other person's issues than your own. If someone is being disrespectful or abusive, you have the right to set boundaries and walk away from the conversation. Protecting your mental and emotional well-being is paramount. Section 8. The Transformative Power of Zen. The Zen approach to criticism is not about becoming passive or indifferent. It's about developing the inner strength and resilience to navigate challenging situations with grace and equanimity. By cultivating mindfulness, detachment, and compassion, we can transform our relationship with criticism from one of fear and defensiveness to one of growth and self-discovery. We can learn to see criticism not as a threat, but as an opportunity to learn, grow, and become the best versions of ourselves. This transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a lifelong journey of self-discovery and practice. But with each step we take on this path, we move closer to a place of inner peace and fulfillment. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a comment below. Your support helps us create more content like this. Thank you for watching. Section 9. Embracing criticism as a catalyst for growth. In the tapestry of life, criticism is but a single thread. It's up to us to decide how we will weave it into the larger fabric of our experience. Will we allow it to unravel us, to fuel our insecurities and self-doubt? Or will we embrace it as an opportunity for growth, a catalyst for transformation? The Zen approach invites us to choose the latter, to meet criticism with courage and compassion, to see it as a stepping stone on our path to greater wisdom and self-awareness. By embracing criticism as a teacher, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. We begin to see that even the most challenging experiences can serve as valuable lessons, propelling us forward on our journey of personal growth and spiritual awakening.